Hey music fans! As a roadie, I had this great opportunity to tour with all these bands. I wrote a book about my experiences on the road, and it was the #1 new release on Amazon and Bios, and it's now sold millions of copies on Kindle. I'm Joel Roadie, and this is my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star. This is a track from The Warning. It just looks great because I don't see any influences to get in the way of me just hearing them. Overproduction always annoys me. And this is them chilling on a patio at what looks like a brewery, so this is going to be awesome. This was sent to me by one of my Patreon members, Matt. Thank you for thinking of me, Matt. I was a bit under the weather all week, so I haven't been doing too many new videos here because who wants to see a sniffly coughing guy? What we do want to see, though, is The Warning, so we're going to do this together. It's a stripped-back version. Let's give this a go. I think there are a couple other performances released from this day, but this is the one Matt said to check out. So that's what we're going to do, guys. Let's give it a go.
All right, if you don't mind, we're going to talk a little bit about this album and tell you how fun it was to make. And you know, I never expected like having these versions. Made. We did not think about that when we were writing them.
We usually start in a very acoustic setting. It's usually on the piano, but this time the production was really since the very beginning of the writing, it was set into the
instruments.
The OG song.
I think we were very concentrated on making them really complex and very riffy and a lot of
we have so many riffs on this.
So many riffs. I was like, how do we play this?
And now we don't have them here.
Yeah.
So it's fun, interesting.
And we were not just now in the hotel room just trying to figure out how we were going to do this. No. But we're very proud of this album. It's our 4th album as a band. That was so crazy to say, honestly. But we had such a great time writing it, and we are now having such a great time playing it live. Because it just came out a month ago.
No way.
Not even a month.
No way.
A little less. Oh my God.
28th of June.
So you're right.
It feels like it came out an entire time ago.
Time is weird.
The rollout has been long, but we lived with these songs in a very intense time. When you're touring, time is like jelly. You don't know where you are at the time. So now it just feels very real. That has been out for less than a month.
Yeah.
So this is the first time we play these acoustically.
For sure. You guys are getting these
the premiere.
of your acoustic
A very
version.
raw and honest premiere. Yes.
For sure. On that note, should we play some more?
Yeah.
I mean, we already played more.
Yes.
So let's play some more. Yeah. And I totally forgot which one was next.
I was about to ask you something.
Yeah, let me check it.
Qué Más Quieres.
Yes.
Qué Más Quieres. Okay, so a little fun fact before we start playing the next song. We are from Monterrey, Mexico. We are So English isn't our first language. We speak Spanish all the time. And even though we write most of our songs in English, sometimes we do have that space to write in our native language of Spanish. So this is one of the songs in our
Catalog,
Yes,
discography.
that is in Spanish, and this is called Qué Más Quieres.
Gracias. El hambre que está consumiendo tu interior, sin esfuerzo puedo yo saciar. La sed que te da solo me hace recordar con qué poco
So I bet in person this would have been really something special. Danny is projecting her voice here very, very well to a small audience, and I would imagine you'd feel very integrated in the performance. Pow's stage presence is very, very strong, and she's good at bringing the audience into the track. She did it with a bit of a fun flavor to it. I didn't particularly love the drums here. I love the bang, in these songs where we hit. And so does Pow. I mean, she is a drummer, and there's a lot of this in the tracks that we know and we all like so much. And they did say in the beginning, how are we going to change this up real quick to do this performance? And that's a thing. As a musician, you got to jump around to be like, how are we going to make this work? And sometimes you don't have lots of time to figure it out. I wish I had a different drum. I would have brought it with me if I knew we were going to do that. These kind of things. The other thing I found very interesting is, or not interesting, I think insightful would be the word maybe for you guys. She said, when you're on tour, it's like jelly, is what she said. And you don't know where you're at. I wrote in my book, actually, it's not that you just don't know where you're at. Often, you don't care. And so people will say, oh my gosh, that guy's like, hello, Arkansas. We were really in Nebraska. It's because it's just this big fluid motion of not knowing what's going on. When I toured, honestly, I was exhausted most of the time. It's super fun. It's exciting. It's a lot of the things you guys all want touring to be, but it's also very taxing on both your mental and your physical selves. I don't know how it is these days. I haven't toured in years, but when I toured, it was rigorous. It was tough, and also for the musicians. And so, you have to go on there every night with the big hey and make everybody feel like you totally mean it. In other words, your personal lives don't matter. The audience just wants to be happy. They paid for their ticket. And so oftentimes the shows I found the most interesting is when I know there was turmoil going on with the band I was working for. They were fighting, or drugs might have been involved, or different happenstances of things going on, and I still saw them kick butt. And I think like, man, you're a true professional. You're a true professional. So I loved this. I always like stripped back, as they stated it, but acoustic type stuff. It just lets me really focus on talent. So, and I think they've got a fourth album. They made it clear. We'll be looking forward to the fifth. That's the thing. Always, what's the next? But I'm glad that their album's doing very well, and they're expanding their audience quickly. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know about this track. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Hey, the podcast is over. What are you still doing here? Well, while you're here, like and subscribe. Thanks.